The paradoxical commandments. People are illogical, unreasonable, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest men and women with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest men and women with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs but follow only top dogs. Fight for a few underdogs anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help but may attack you if you do help them. Help people anyway. Give the world the best you have and you'll get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you have anyway. For every minute you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. Love is that condition in which the happiness of another person is essential to your own. Folks are usually about as happy as they make their minds up to be. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. You will never be happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists of. You will never live if you are looking for the meaning of life. The 7 social sins are: wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, commerce without morality, science without humanity, worship without sacrifice, politics without principle. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Every man has his secret sorrows which the world knows not, and oftentimes we call a man cold when he is only sad. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. To talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet. To make all your friends feel that there is something in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true. To think only the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. To be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. To forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. To wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. To give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. To be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. To think well of yourself and to proclaim this fact to the world. Not in loud words but great deeds. To live in faith that the whole world is on your side so long as you are true to the best that is in you. Attitude is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Optimism is a choice. Kindness is a choice. Giving is a choice. Respect is a choice. Whatever choice you make makes you. Choose wisely. They say a person needs just 3 things to be truly happy in this world: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. Take responsibility of your own happiness, never put it in other people's hands. The most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy. It's all that matters. Don't waste your time in anger, regrets, worries, and grudges. Life is too short to be unhappy. It isn't what you have or who you are or where you are or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about it. Even if you cannot change all the people around you, you can change the people you choose to be around. Life is too short to waste your time on people who don't respect, appreciate, and value you. Spend your life with people who make you smile, laugh, and feel loved. No medicine cures what happiness cannot. Happiness is having a large, loving, caring, close-knit family in another city. Let us be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. If you want to be happy, do not dwell in the past. Do not worry about the future. Focus on living fully in the present. I felt my lungs inflate with the onrush of scenery, air, mountains, trees, people. I thought, this is what it is to be happy. Of all forms of caution, caution in love is perhaps the most fatal to true happiness. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. If you aren't grateful for what you already have, what makes you think you would be happy with more? You can't be happy unless you're unhappy sometimes. Sanity and happiness are an impossible combination. Top 15 things money can't buy. Time. Happiness. Inner peace. Integrity. Love. Character. Manners. Health. Respect. Morals. Trust. Patience. Class. Common sense. Dignity. Happiness is the consequence of personal effort. You fight for it, strive for it, insist upon it, and sometimes even travel around the world looking for it. You have to participate relentlessly in the manifestations of your own blessings. And once you have achieved a state of happiness, you must never become lax about maintaining it. You must make a mighty effort to keep swimming upward into that happiness forever, to stay afloat on top of it. Letting go means to come to the realization that some people are a part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. It's been my experience that you can nearly always enjoy things if you make up your mind firmly that you will. Success is getting what you want, happiness is wanting what you get. Happiness is the consequence of personal effort. You fight for it, strive for it, insist upon it, and sometimes even travel around the world looking for it. You have to participate relentlessly in the manifestations of your own blessings. And once you have achieved a state of happiness, you must never become lax about maintaining it. You must make a mighty effort to keep swimming upward into that happiness forever, to stay afloat on top of it. Letting go means to come to the realization that some people are a part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. It's been my experience that you can nearly always enjoy things if you make up your mind firmly that you will. Success is getting what you want, happiness is wanting what you get. Always find opportunities to make someone smile, and to offer random acts of kindness in everyday life. Learn to value yourself, which means fight for your happiness. Cry. Forgive. Learn. Move on. Let your tears water the seeds of your future happiness. Happiness is holding someone in your arms and knowing you hold the whole world. Man only likes to count his troubles, he doesn't calculate his happiness. Stop comparing yourself to other people, just choose to be happy and live your own life. The best way to cheer yourself is to try to cheer someone else up. All happiness depends on courage and work. Don't aim at success. The more you aim at it and make it a target, the more you are going to miss it. For success, like happiness, cannot be pursued. It must ensue, and it only does so as the unintended side effect of one's personal dedication to a cause greater than oneself or as the byproduct of one's surrender to a person other than oneself. Happiness must happen, and the same holds for success. You have to let it happen by not caring about it. I want you to listen to what your conscience commands you to do and go on to carry it out to the best of your knowledge. Then you will live to see that in the long run, I say, success will follow you precisely because you had forgotten to think about it. Do not set aside your happiness. Do not wait to be happy in the future. The best time to be happy is always now. Let no one ever come to you without leaving better and happier. Be the living expression of God's kindness, kindness in your face, kindness in your eyes, kindness in your smile. Happiness is not the absence of problems, it's the ability to deal with them. The grand essentials to happiness in this life are something to do, something to love, and something to hope for. Happiness quite unshared can scarcely be called happiness, it has no taste. True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. Not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient, for he that is so wants nothing. The greatest blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach. A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he has not. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Happiness depends on your mindset and attitude. Now and then it's good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. People like to say love is unconditional, but it's not, and even if it was unconditional, it's still never free. There's always an expectation attached. They always want something in return. Like they want you to be happy or whatever, and that makes you automatically responsible for their happiness because they won't be happy unless you are. I just don't want that responsibility. Part of the problem with the word disabilities is that it immediately suggests an inability to see or hear or walk or do other things that many of us take for granted. But what of people who can't feel? Or talk about their feelings? Or manage their feelings in constructive ways? What of people who aren't able to form close and strong relationships? And people who cannot find fulfillment in their lives, or those who have lost hope, who live in disappointment and bitterness and find in life no joy, no love? These, it seems to me, are the real disabilities. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Esther asked why people are sad. That's simple, says the old man. They are the prisoners of their personal history. Everyone believes that the main aim in life is to follow a plan. They never ask if that plan is theirs or if it was created by another person. They accumulate experiences, memories, things, other people's ideas, and it is more than they can possibly cope with. And that is why they forget their dreams. Smile more. Smiling can make you and others happy. There are two ways to get enough. One is to continue to accumulate more and more. The other is to desire less. Sadness gives depth. Happiness gives height. Sadness gives roots. Happiness gives branches. Happiness is like a tree going into the sky, and sadness is like the roots going down into the womb of the earth. Both are needed, and the higher a tree goes, the deeper it goes, simultaneously. The bigger the tree, the bigger will be its roots. In fact, it is always in proportion. That's its balance. Those who are not looking for happiness are the most likely to find it, because those who are searching forget that the surest way to be happy is to seek happiness for others. Stop giving other people the power to control your happiness, your mind, and your life. If you don't take control of yourself and your own life, someone else is bound to try. You'll learn, as you get older, that rules are made to be broken. Be bold enough to live life on your terms, and never, ever apologize for it. Go against the grain, refuse to conform, take the road less traveled instead of the well-beaten path. Laugh in the face of adversity, and leap before you look. Dance as though everybody is watching. March to the beat of your own drummer. And stubbornly refuse to fit in. Happiness is an accident of nature, a beautiful and flawless aberration. Whoever is happy will make others happy. Laughter is poison to fear. The secret of happiness is freedom. The secret of freedom is courage. I'm choosing happiness over suffering, I know I am. I'm making space for the unknown future to fill up my life with yet-to-come surprises.